What is up, guys? It is your boy Kyle, and we are back, and this time we are doing our first Battle Royale video in 2020, well, in MLB 2020, and there is a lot of different stuff that there is to think about now. Now, one thing that you guys may or may not know is there has been a 3-batter minimum rule for all pitchers, okay? So you guys remember back in the day, you know, you would just punt your team, get a bunch of common pitchers, and then just go to your bullpen after the first batter. Not anymore. You cannot do that anymore. You have to pick your pitcher, pitch to 3 batters with him, and, you know, unless the inning ends, they have to face at least 3 batters. So with that being said, starting pitchers are no longer irrelevant. So there is a whole nother draft process that you're going to need in this game. Now, they have switched it around a little bit. They have 2 diamond rounds instead of 3, and they only have 2 common rounds. So you're getting more silvers, more golds, more bronze. Oh, I don't know if you're getting more golds, but you are getting more silvers pretty much. So that's good because you can get consistent with your bullpen, try to get a decent bullpen, or maybe you want to go the route of getting starting pitching. I'm going to show you what I feel is the best route and how I feel is the best way to draft a Battle Royale team right now. So we're going to get started right now. We're going to put in our 1,500 to enter. Okay, so right out the gates, we get one of the best cards you could probably get right now. We get Craig Biggio. Now, he's a second base primary, but I probably am going to put him at catcher. Who knows? Those are 2 positions where you know, it's not really easy to fill, so that's obviously just a phenomenal guy to get as the first round. So we're going to get Craig Biggio. Okay, now right here, ooh, this Trey Mancini rakes. So just judging by his stats, we're going to get Trey Mancini. Now, I don't like to go diamond first baseman. I know Jason Giambi has really good hitting stats, but you can get a good first baseman at any point in the draft pretty much, so you got to go here with Mancini. Okay, now right here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the lefty starting pitcher because sometimes that is pretty valuable. You got a bunch of guys that like to start off with like the Logan Morrisons and the Pedro Alvarez's of the game. I'm not sure who that's going to be this year, but we're just going to go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to punt here. I'm going to punt and get a bad starting pitcher. Right here, I actually really like using Avisail Garcia, and I don't mind him, so we're going to go ahead and pick him. Common, we're going to... See, right here, I could get a common Riley Adams right now and not have to worry about it because I know I have Craig Biggio at catcher, but I'm just going to get a starting pitcher. Now here, we're going to get another starting pitcher, but see, the problem is you kind of want to have at least 2 good starting pitchers, so I kind of want to hold off on that for now, but I really don't know where else I would go. I'm just gonna do it. I just gotta do it. Hopefully we get a good catcher. Tommy La Stella actually has pretty good hitting stats. Curveball, splitter, Eduardo, Rodriguez. Yeah, I'm okay with La Stella there. Damn, he has good vision. We gotta get Darren O'Day. He's a glitchy, very glitchy pitcher. That's one of the best cards you can get. Man, Byron Buxton's... His hitting stats aren't very good, but he sure can field. Eddie Murray is a good guy to get. I'm gonna get Cookie here. I'm gonna get Cookie. So we're gonna have a good starter. Tim Beckham. We're gonna get this random guy. Right here, we are going to get another random guy. Tony Watson, that's a good pick to get right there. Get a nice, good lefty. This guy. CJ Crom. Get this lefty again. Okay, right here. I don't know who this is. I've never even heard of this guy. He's not bad, though. Oh, man. Shoot. I don't know where to go here. We're gonna get Frank. we're definitely gonna get Frank there. Wilson Ramos, Elvis Andrews. I actually like Arota's voice guy, you know, so we're gonna get him. Okay, now right here, Christian Vasquez, Corey Seager, Kevin Pillar. These are all kind of bad picks. These are all actually all really bad picks. You know what? He's got good fielding. I'm getting Christian Vasquez. All right, right here. For sure, Correa. Yeah, for sure, Correa. Craig Stammen's not a bad reliever to have because he has that sinker slider combination that you would want. Yeah, I don't mind getting him there. That's not a bad bronze to get. So we got our bullpen filled and we got our rotation filled. Now, I made sure to get at least one good starter. I wanted at least two, but we got one. And we got Darren O'Day, who I'm going to be relying on a lot. And we got Arodys Vizcaíno, who's pretty good too. And then we got a couple like punt guys that are decent, like Tony Watson and Craig Stammen. So it should be okay. I don't mind that. It's definitely not a redraft round. We just hope that we get a couple extra pieces here. Now right here, when this is this bad of a round, I just like to punt and get somebody who I could possibly pinch run for in case of emergency. That's obviously him. He's the fastest and has the best stealing. Kyle Schwarber is absolutely who we're going to get here. Right here, this guy's not a bad bronze hitter. We're gonna go ahead and get Brian O'Grady. Okay. I think Tommy La Stella can. I mean, there's just no way I don't get Sano here. I'm just trying to think of what I'm gonna do after. So right here, we still have a gold round left, so I'm gonna go ahead and. Jerickson Profar plays so many positions, I'm just going to get him. Who's our gold? Stanton, Trey Turner, Brian Roberts, Brett Gardner. Brett Gardner's a gold. That's Stanton. Who am I going to put in center field? I guess I could put Avisail Garcia in center and just hope for the best. We're just going to try something. Okay, so Miguel Sano, Tom La Stella. Okay, so Miguel Sano's going right there, obviously. Craig Biggio is gonna catch. We're gonna put Tommy La Stella at second. Now right here, okay, so Avisail Garcia actually has decent speed, so I'm willing to risk that. I'm willing to risk that a little bit. Oh, we have Kyle Schwarber as well. Kyle Schwarber as well. So Kyle Schwarber, can he still catch? He can. Oh my Lanta. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna put Craig Biggio. So Kyle Schwarber's gonna bat lead off, obviously. Craig Biggio. I mean, this lineup's pretty stacked. Jesus, it's actually really stacked. I don't know who's. I mean, all these guys are going to hit tanks, obviously. So that's a really stacked lineup. I like to put Kyle Schwarber there because there's a good chance I'm going to be facing a bad righty. And if I do face a lefty, then they have to face Craig Biggio and Giancarlo Stanton. So that's the approach I like to have when playing BR. And Darren O'Day is going to be the guy that I use the most for sure. Just absolutely, because he just has a glitchy stretch. It's just like all the other years. But the one thing that's different is the 3-batter minimum. So we got to be smart. We got to be really smart about this. Now I'm going to play one game to try to show you guys my approach with it. And hopefully after that, you guys kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. It's pretty nasty, huh, Adam? As always, make sure to leave a like on this video if you guys enjoy it or find it helpful. Make sure to leave a comment below and let me know what videos you guys would like to see in the future. I'm going to try to get a bunch of team builds for you guys out, just like I always do. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I go live, alright? Okay, so the guy we're playing the JUCO Bandits Trey. Now, he's got Craig Biggio too. He's got a glitchy team. He has Alberto Mondesi, who's one of the best leadoff hitters you can have. He also has Craig Biggio. He has Gary Sanchez, obviously one of the best catchers. He has Edwin. He has Mancini. Look at this team. This is one of the most impressive BR teams I've seen. So, I mean, hopefully he knows what to do with it. Alright, so what we want to do is not let him get on base. And it's easier said than done because even last year he's been one of the best hitters in BR history. But we're going to try to get him out and hope to just, you know, have a nice clean game. Okay, so that's good. get the ground out right away. Big Frank. I wonder if Frank's as good with that common fielding as he was last year, because last year he was fielding as if he was, I don't know, prime Goldie or something, but we'll have to see. I'm assuming that it's not. I'm assuming that was just some type of bug last year that won't carry on to this year, but we'll just have to see. Now that's not ideal because he's a 90 speed, so we're gonna have to make sure that he does not get home. So now that is the second batter that I faced, so I got to keep in mind after this batter I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna do a mound visit just to make sure my guys are nice and warmed up when that time comes. Okay, see, that's big. That's big. We get one of his best hitters to roll over and waste an at-bat. I guess technically it's not wasted because the 90 speed gets over, but the 90 speed really doesn't matter because he was going to score anyways. We're going to put in Tony Watson to face this lefty-lefty matchup, but I got to keep in mind if he gets on base, I'm going to have to face whoever's up next with that same lefty. Okay, so that's not a pitch that we really want to be thrown in that situation, but I think maybe he might be somebody who's uncomfortable facing lefty-lefty, so we got to try to expose that a little bit. That slider actually does not move at all, but hopefully it moves enough. Okay, 2-1 count. I'm going to try to jam him on the inside. I just completely missed that, but Correa's going to get the play done anyways, I hope. All right, so we get out of it. It's time to hit. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind with BR, be patient, wait for your pitches, because you're only going to get 9 outs, as you guys know, and you could do exactly what I did and absolutely waste your at-bat, and that's how you end up losing games, especially with one of your best hitters against one of their worst pitchers. That's just something that you don't want to do, but in general, what you want to do is just wait for that pitch. I know it sounds corny, I know it sounds like something that you guys already think of, but you just need to wait for that one pitch that you can smack, because obviously the difficulty that you're playing on with BR is just not hard to hit. So you just want to make sure that you're not wasting at-bats like I just did with Kyle Schwarber. Now with this Craig Biggio, I'm just going to go ahead and take until a strike, just because I know Kenta Maeda has to pitch to him and to the next guy. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to, get him a little rattled and hope he makes a mistake. Palilo with the Twitch round, appreciate it, man. Get some sub highs for Palilo. Yeah, you guys, I'm making a YouTube video right now for BR. It'll be done, obviously. Ooh, good pitch. Okay, so we got a full count. Pretty much looking for a fastball right now. And he threw a fastball. We get a single up the middle. We could have hit it a little harder, but we're not going to be mad about a single. Now we got Giancarlo standing up against Kenta Maeda. Like I said, he has to pitch. And we're going to try to get a perfect here and get a 2-0 lead. I don't know what's happening there. Oh. Now, if you want to be really stupid, you can forget that there's only 1 out and then just get immediately doubled up like I just did. It makes every game fun, it makes it where there's some excitement, and it lets your opponent be happy. So just do what I did. Unless you want to go 12-0, then don't do anything I did that inning. Okay, see, as you can see, Darren O'Day has that glitchy... Guys that I suggest you draft if you see him. Darren O'Day, Joe Smith, and Cishek. Those are guys that just have glitchy stretches, and people just have a hard time seeing it. Nishek was like that, but now Nishek's a bronze, so it's not really as efficient as he used to be. Okay, so we get 3 quick outs. Obviously, that's ideal, not only because he didn't score that inning, but because Darren O'Day only threw 4 pitches. Now, in this game, it is very, very important, in this game mode, I should say, to be very efficient with your pitches, because stamina is so important. If I don't have to use, let's say I score 6 runs this inning, right? And I don't have to use Darren O'Day the next inning because I'm going to go ahead and put in my worst pitcher, obviously. If I go up by even maybe 4 runs, obviously I'm going to feel out my opponent and see how well they can hit before I make a decision like that. But if I think that they can't hit, I'm going to put in a mediocre reliever just to get the game over with so I can save the stamina of my other guys. You guys got to be really strategic when playing this, and keep in mind that you need to conserve your guys' energy throughout a series of 12 games. Now that's what you're aiming for. You're aiming for perfect every time. I told you guys in my hitting tips video. If you guys haven't seen my hitting tips video, I'll provide a link. But in the hitting tips video, I talk about my PCI and why I like this PCI so much. We get a 3-run tank, so right now I'm already planning. I've seen how this guy hits. I'm already planning on taking out Darren O'Day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my worst pitcher, and I'm going to warm up a lefty just in case stuff gets fishy. And once I put in these guys, once I put in the bad guys, it doesn't matter now. But in a perfect world, let's say that game keeps going on. What I'm going to do is I warm up those bad pitchers, the guys that I'm okay with wasting their energy. As soon as I put them in, I'm going to warm up my good relievers just in case. But it's not ruining their energy. They're still going to be usable for the next game. And like I said, that Darren O'Day, he only pitched 4 pitches, so he's going to be perfectly fine for the next game. Alright guys, if you guys have any other questions, leave a comment below and let me know what you guys need to know. I'm sure there's some stuff that I left out that I like to talk about, but I'll make sure to answer them, alright? I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for watching. Peace.